Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris here, and just wanted to make a quick little video showing you guys my top 3 favorite spots to farm in Elden Rings. These spots are mainly spots that you can hit right from the beginning of the game, right after you get your first steed. I know there are a couple people that have made videos on these farming methods, but I'm just wanting to come and show you guys how I farm these areas also, and give you guys a couple little tips to help keep you alive while farming this. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into it and show you guys this first farming spot. I'm going to show you guys how to get there really quick. You want to start at the Church of Elden. That's kind of where you start off in the beginning. So you want to head northeast, and again for this you will need your mount turret. So you want to head northeast until you get to the church, the third church of Marika. So once you're in this church, there's a site of grace. I would rest there, and honestly I don't know why I went this back way, but I'm gonna go ahead and head to the back of the church here, and there'll be a little portal that's gonna take us to another location, and this is actually where we're gonna go for all 3 of our farming spots. This is how you would kind of access them. So from here you'll end up at this place here, and if you turn around you'll see this giant ass winged beast with a huge ass axe. Do not fight him. Go ahead and summon your mount torrent, run past all of this. This is gonna be your first farming area. You'll see these enemies right here. Again, I would just run past them at first until you get to the first site of grace up here. Once you rest at this site of grace, you want to go ahead and normally I head over to this area first, and the ideal thing to do would honestly be running around and on your mount and just one-shotting them if you have like some magic, or if you have a really strong weapon. But this is what I would do, especially starting out. I came to this level like starting like level 20 something, and I would start with that sneak attack, boom, and sometimes they even get stunned. You can just boom like that, and there you go, 1,000 experience in like 10 seconds. So I would just kind of run around. There's 4 of them in this area, I think. Although this place is pretty easy, farming here I lost like 70k runes, almost 100,000. I was like 95,000. So I would be cautious. Alright guys, so for our second farming spot, we're going to start right where we left off at the Farum Great Bridge site of grace, right where we were farming this first area. So you're going to go ahead and wrap around this mountain. You do want to make sure you're heading here during the day and just pass up everything. As you can see, there was a guy, he tried to hit me there. Make sure you guys are careful. There's not really too many enemies. There's just these first enemies you're farming in the first area. So again, you want to make sure you head here during the day, because if not, there's going to be an enemy down here at night, and it's going to make it harder. So you just want to head down this path. There's going to be some poison traps. I honestly kind of just jump so they don't, I mean, you don't need to. You can kind of try to avoid them, but you just don't want to get poisoned. So just head straight over here. Honestly, I've never been this way during the night. I know there's an enemy you can fight, the one that I was talking about. Go ahead, and I know there's other videos kind of showing the same farming route, and they kind of go more in depth on that fight. So, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we'll arrive at our second site of grace, and this is gonna be our second farming spot. So right here from the first one, Farum Great Bridge, you're gonna head down and around to Lenny's Rise. And what you're going to go ahead and do, this is probably one of the more popular ones, and honestly out of all the farming methods, this is the safest. Like, so if you want to do just farm XP while you're like just watching a show and not really have to be paying attention too much, this would probably be the best one for you. Also, if that first area you're struggling and you can't kill them fast enough, honestly this is probably a lot faster than the first area. The only reason I would go to the first area is if I got bored of this. You know, it's just a little bit more entertaining, but this is definitely more efficient to farm out. So you're going to go ahead and run down this little pathway, and then what's going to happen is a boulder is gonna pass or appear, and you're gonna run right past it and let it fall off the cliff. And as you see, we got 1900 experience or runes, whatever you want to call them, and we're gonna head right back to Lenny's Rise. One thing I do want to point out to do this efficiently, you want to make sure that you stay to the left. So you'll come up here, as you'll see, I stay to the left. I look at it appear, I try to run this way, and then actually I always watch it fall off. 19, and then fast travel again. Sometimes when I don't watch it fall off, I won't get the experience for some reason. I don't know if that was just me, or if I was doing something wrong when I was doing this earlier, but I noticed that's the best way to have it happen every time where you get that 1900 experience. So, alright, so for our third and final farming spot that I got for you guys, you're going to want to start right back off at Lenny's Rise, or at least the Lenny's Rise side of Grace. The first one was Farum Great Bridge, Lenny's Rise, and then now we're going to head over to Dragon Barrel Fork. So what you're going to do, hop on your mount, head right down this little pathway that we were farming before. And then what you're going to go ahead and do, what I'm going to actually do is take a quick little loop, let that fall off the cliff, get that little 1900 experience, and then I'll continue showing you guys really quick. We're going to head right down this little pathway. There's going to be another ball or boulder that pops up right around over here. Boom, where is it? Yep. And you can try to get this one to go off the ledge. It's a little harder to get it to go off. I don't think I did. Yeah. So we'll keep heading past that. Main thing, you just don't want to die by that. So head past this bear. We don't want no beef, bro. And you're going to keep going all the way along this pathway. Alright, so here we are at our third and final farming spot in Dragon Barrel Fork. This is probably the most dangerous out of the three, but it also nets you the most experience. So, I mean, what I would recommend, kind of stick to my pathway that I have here. It's probably the easiest way not to get killed. So, first we're going to run around this guy. Let's take him out first. Because then we can come right to these guys and kill them before they even pop out of the ground. If you get these guys first, then you're going to be fighting like 2 or 3 at a time, and that's no good. So, next we'll get this guy on the cliff. And make our way across to right here. Again, you can kind of choose your own pathway, but I found this is the way that you don't get like blindsided or have any enemies pop up behind you. And again, if I'm going too fast, you can always like rewind the video, pause it, see where the enemies are, so you have a better idea of how to like avoid them and not die. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Once you get this down, this part is super easy. The only part that's a little scary is right here. If you want to add this into like the farming run, if not, you can just continue straight. This part you can die really easy. What I do, I'll jump up here. I let this guy come down first. Boom, 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 boom. The other guy will actually climb back up. You can wait for him to do that. As soon as he does that, I try to jump down, let this guy come down. Boom, 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 and then we kind of just get them like that. If you don't do it that way and try to go up there and fight all 3 of them at the same time, you're gonna die. Chances are you're gonna die. And then you're gonna be stuck trying to go up there to get your runes, and that's gonna be all that. But anyways, kill those last 2 guys you saw me kill. Come around here, we got like last 2 guys. Boom, there we go. So that's our little farming run. You can go up there and farm some more enemies, but I honestly think it's worth it just to go back to the site of Grace and keep running this one over and over. There's more enemies down here, and it's less dangerous than up there. Hopefully that helped you out. made you guys a little bit more cautious about these farming areas. The first one and this last one, especially this last one, I would be extra careful. Alright guys, so that's all the time I got for today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be trying to post a video once a week from now on. But outside of that, peace out.